You know, before you take office, you have all these things you're determined to do. And then you get there and you learn the hard truth. Government is about compromise. When you're not horse trading and consensus building, you're putting out fires.
You're saying it's uphill both ways?
For anything worth doing, yes. And I've climbed a few of those hills.
The Brandon bill, for example?
The Brandon bill is a piece of legislation I'm truly proud of. But to be honest, Noah, I could have done more. I've been the most powerful man in America, and yet I have neglected some of the men and women of this country who most needed their government's help. Luckily, I have a few more days, so I'm kicking off my final week in office with a series of presidential pardons. And there's one in particular I'd like to highlight where a young man, Sean Campbell, was convicted under a federal hate crime statute for the murder of church bomber Robert Edward Barnes. And let me be clear, people are going to be upset about this pardon. But when I look at the facts of Sean's case, I don't just see reasonable doubt. I see probable doubt. And that is just not the way our system is supposed to work.
So Sean Campbell gets a second chance?
He does. And hopefully so do I. Because reviewing these cases showed me just how many of this country's young people are sitting in prison for want of a fair trial. And that's why, when I leave office a week from today, I'll be leaving to launch a foundation that will help appeal cases like Sean's where there are signs of biased sentencing or inadequate defense. We'll also be helping families experiencing financial insecurity as a result of a family member being arrested or incarcerated. Forgotten families in cities like Philadelphia and Chicago and the D. For too many Americans, there is no safety net. There are no second chances. And I am going to work to change that.
So in that case, how do you want Americans to talk about President Fitzgerald Grant's legacy?
Ask me again in a decade. For now, I'd like them to say he's just getting started.